Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to activate your Shoonya Finvasia API for trading. They have their own API that is they have launched it recently. It's free of cost. They also have some documentation for reference. So first thing what you need to do is you need to mail to this mail ID API support finvasia.in saying please provide API details like vendor code, API key, and IMEI number to my account, and mention your app ID in that mail. So they would usually reply in 2 to 3 days. Sometimes can take up to a week also. So later they would reply these details to you. So these details are needed to activate your tradings, to proceed with your uh, trading, API trading. First thing, you can go to the reference page, that is this one. I'll put this link in the description. So this is the GitHub page for their API. Here, if you scroll down, you would find so here they have given an example. First, we need to install this package from API helper import Shunya API py from import logging, then basic. Then we are creating an object called API, and see here, if you see, we need a user, that is user ID, password, then two-factor verification that you have. Then these three are the extra things that we would be requiring from the API team. So when you mail them, they would give these three things to you. What you need to do now is go to this GitHub page, and here click on this code, and you can click on this download zip, and download this code. Now you extract the files from the downloaded file zip file. Click on, if you have a WinRAR or 7-zip, you can extract those files easily. If you don't have one, you need to install that. So it is extracted. So this is how this you'll be having these files. So keep the files as it is. Now what you need to do is create a new Python file. You can give anything as a name, test.py, and you open this in any of your editor. I'll be using Sublime Text in this video. Yeah, yeah, so this will be the text file, and you also need to make another file which stores the user details. So I'll name it as config.py, or you can name whatever you want. So in this file, I'll be putting my username, those details. So these are the credentials that you would be needing. So here I would put my app ID, and the password goes here, and two-factor verification, or two-factor verification actually can be date of birth in the format. It should be in the format of DD, month, and year, and it can also be of your PIN ID. Sorry, PAN card number, and the vendor code will be from this thing what they have given you. So you can put it here, and similarly the app key and IMEI number will be from the mail. Actually, and recently what Finvasia have done is they are providing the app key directly in your account itself. So for that you need to go to this link, that is prism.finvasia.user.dashboard.com, and then you click on that your user profile, and then you click on app key. So this would be the app key that you get here. It, if you like, it will be activated in plus one working days. So the app key that is shown here, you can replace that app key with this thing, this one here, so it would work. So I have added my details in the config file. And now I will go to the test.py file, and there I would write this code: import config, and then from API helper I would import Shunya API file. So API, if helper, that is another Python file that we just downloaded from the GitHub. So you need to keep this in the same folder as this one. And next what you need to do is you need to create an object. So you have assigned Shunya API py that class to one object with the API name. So now next one is you need to, here instead of user ID we would have config dot user, and similarly config dot u password, config dot we are doing this thing because we don't have to uh, write the user ID password every time for all the files that we'll be working in. So once we write in the config file, you can reuse that thing in all the, just by importing config you can use it. Factor 2 API IMEI. Yeah, so if I run this file now, okay, so I guess we can't use this API key that we get from the Prism thing. So we should be using that API key that we get from the mail itself. Let me change it to the key that I got in the mail, and let's see. Okay, now I have changed the API key. Let me rerun this code. Yeah. So now it has successfully logged in. You can see my app ID and username and those things, everything are being displayed here. It is also giving us the unique token ID. And yeah, so this is how you log into this Shunya API starting. So then if you need to run some functions, you can run it like this. So if you go to the documentation page, so these are the functions that you can run: get position, then get limits. So I'll try to run this one, get limits function. So what you can do is, we have defined an object as API. So now I'll be printing API dot get underscore limits. If I run this function now, I'll be getting my what is the limit in cache segment in those things and all. So this is how you get the limits. And one more thing, you need to actually run this line number 6 every time you need to execute some functions, because only if you log in, this next command gets executed. See, if I command this line and try to run this file, you get an error because we are not logged in. So this is one, you know you can't run multiple scripts using this type uh, of approach. So I have modified or tweaked some of the uh, variables and those things inside the API helper, and inside their files. So I'll be showing how we can run multiple scripts using the same, once you log in, you can run multiple scripts using the same token, or something like same token, without getting session invalidated. But that will be in the next video. I'll show you what this error is like, what is the disadvantage of this thing, the code that they have provided on their GitHub page. So I'll make another file for that. Let me name that as test.py. So I'll copy the same exact things here and paste it. Actually, to see this problem better, I'll be printing the LTP would give this idea, give us an idea how the session gets invalidated uh, when you run a new script. So for LTP, the function is you can actually get the LTP by using the getScode function. You need to pass arguments as exchange and token. Okay, so let me print here. Sorry, API, right? We have defined object as API. Object API dot get underscore codes, and in exchange we need to type this thing. And here the stock name, let me type for Reliance. In Shunya, you need to add hyphen eq at the end of the script. For equity, for BSc, you can just run it using Reliance. So let me run this file now. As you can see, we got a output here, and from this output, where is our LTP? Our LTP is, yeah, this is our LTP. So to get only the LTP, yeah, so we have got our LTP, only our LTP. by this thing. Now what I will do is I'll run a while true I'll run, and I'll put it inside the while loop, so it keeps on printing. You know, it keeps on printing. As you can see, it's printing. It's perfect. It's working fine. Now what I'll do is I'll copy this same thing and I'll put it here. Now I'll run this file. The You can see the previous file is running. It's keep on running. Okay. Now when I try to run this file now, you see what happens to this one, the old one. You can see you get the error, non-type object is not subscribable, but this keeps on running because this is a new session that is created. This was a old session which got invalidated now. So I have actually solved this problem, and by just logging in once, you can run multiple scripts, like 5 to 10 scripts at a time you can run without getting the session invalidated problem. So I'll be doing it in the next video. And as far as this video, yeah, I think I've shown the basic thing that is required, to setting up Shunya API. There are different functions in Shunya API. That thing you can get to know by going through this documentation. They have, see, if you get security info. So these are some of the functions that you can call using their Shunya API. And let me show this thing also. Let me place some live some orders to my account and show how that works also. Today is Wednesday, 26th of January. The market is closed right now. If you go to the positions, there will be no positions present. Also in orders, there will be no orders present. So now what I'll do is let me try to put an order to my so I'll copy this function as it is. I'll go to my code and I'll call this function nsc infinite infi price this thing. And yeah, so let me run this one. You can see there are no orders right now, but when this file is run, yeah, so the file has run. And if I refresh this page, you can see there's one order of infi, that is Infosys, and the product is CNC. It is rejected. Why is it rejected? Because circuit limit. Also the market is closed right now. The circuit limit is 1549, upper circuit is 1894, but we had given 1500 as a price, so that is why it was rejected. And also the market is closed right now. And in product type, there are three types: C, I, and M. I stands for intraday and M stands for normal. Here if you do yes, it becomes sell. And in exchange, if you want to do it for options, then the exchange is NFO. And you can do, there are four types, sorry, yeah, four types: uh, limit, market order, stop loss limit, and stop loss market order. Also, Shunya supports bracket orders, so you can also try bracket orders. This is the code for bracket orders. So you can actually go through this documentation, and you can it will be helpful for you in building a trading bot for your strategies. Yeah, so that is all in this video, and in next video let us see how you can log in multiple scripts at a time using the without getting session invalidated error. And yeah, I forgot to add one more point here. You need to run this commands in the command prompt before you start. First you need these are some of the prerequisites. So what you can do is you can open command prompt in this, uh, you can open it anywhere. So what you can do is you go to the folder where the the files are present. Then open the command prompt. Then what you can do is just pip install requirements.txt. So there are 5 requirements in the requirements.txt file. So when you do that installation, all those requirements get installed in your machine in the local C drives. Yeah, in the C drive, in programs, and in Python libraries, it gets installed. So this is the first step I forgot to add in the beginning. So you need to first install all these libraries, and then only you can proceed with the uh, uh, further. You can proceed further. This is important, and WebSocket is also important, and request pandas I think you would be having if you are working with data, and also requests you would also be having. But this thing is important, that nor and rest API will, so install that thing. And yeah, so this is how you log into Shunya API, their new trading API. And the API key that I showed in the Prism website of Shunya, it's not like you can't add it here. So for the API key, you need to request them to the mail itself. Thank you.